Hello and welcome to Think Build Test. Today we're going to be talking about some of the things that aren't so great about having a pit, which is the cleanup. So I've had this thing for almost 2 years and I've never cleaned it. So today we're going to see what that looks like. I've had lots of comments of people who've worked in oil places where, you know, it's kind of nobody's responsibility, and they say that these things get nasty in the bottom, and why would you ever want to own a pit because it's nasty? Well, I'm going to show you what it's like to own your own pit when you take care of it yourself and you kind of clean up your messes maybe better. So here we go, let's get to it. Okay, so here's a little bit of a backstory to this pit. I didn't want a regular pit that you had to go all the way down in and you had to use a ladder to use and there'd be a hole in the ground. So this is an elevator pit, is what I'm calling it. Very few that I have seen personal owners have. There are giant 30-foot ones used. They'll use for semi-inspection pits, but this has been a series about what it'd be like to own one in your house. Have safety features involved, ventilation system, all the good stuff. When we turn our lights on here, lights turn on in the pit and the fan gets going, so we have plenty of safety. And then this is our auxiliary power in the pit if we want to use a tool. So we'll just start off with cleaning the walls and stuff first and see how that goes. Then we'll lift these floor plates and check out the worst, the bottom. And we'll see if we got any of them 10 millimeters down in there. Let's go. Alright, so as you might have guessed, one of the worst things about having a pit is the spiders. But little bug spray goes a long way. Just kind of apply it a couple times a year and that helps a bunch. I never have to deal with webs on myself because when the floor goes down it kind of cleans them all off and drags the sides. So webs aren't really a big deal, but the spiders themselves, they'll kind of be trying to mind their own business off in the corners. The nice thing about down here is all this light we have, you're not really snuck up on. It's not like anything's in the corners waiting to get you. You can see everything's going on. It's dirty. I have noticed that on this metal lip, the bugs like to hide up in here. So I might add some sealant along that. So it's October. Things may be starting to die as far as the bug world, but you can see there's just some little spider webs and stuff. Not really a big deal. See a little bit there, a little bit there. All right, so I found a spider. Let's see what he's about. Oh yeah. All right, so we got this all vacuumed up. Found the one live spider, that was it. So got my shelf all vacuumed up. Get back in there in the dust. My battery cleaned up. I'm not gonna do a super great job. This is still in a shop. It's gonna get dusty immediately, so just vacuuming's enough. But pulled everything out, vacuum behind all the stuff. Got in my manual cubby that has no manuals in it. Everything looks good. Yeah, a few cobwebs, one spider. Now, let's pull these floor plates up and see how it goes. Okay, so the good news is I can just leave my middle plate in there and use it to stand on, go down, and I can scoot it back and forth. But let's go check this beast out. So this year we had a little issue with these beetle bugs, these gray beetles. And so with the bug spray down here, this became a death trap that they couldn't get back out of. So that's probably the worst thing that's down here right now, is all the gray beetles. Now, once again, the good thing about this is I can get all around it because I can move it up and down. That's pretty much all there is to it for cleaning the pit. Were you surprised? Was it worse or better than you thought it was going to be? Definitely not the huge oil mess everyone said was going to be down here. That was not a big deal. When oil spills, I've got my rags, I clean it up on the spot, no big deal. Coming up on the next video, I'm going to be trying to repair this hydraulic system and help to slow it down so it doesn't crash when it hits the bottom. Additionally, coming up, I'm going to be installing this wireless remote for the hydraulic system. I'm going to show you how it wires up, show you if it's any good. This is from Nutri. And if you want to see that video, stick around and subscribe. And we'll be talking about this pump. We'll be talking about all the things that I've learned and how to wire this up. If you want to see that, stick around for the next video. Thanks for watching. This is Think Build Test.